take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits.
Frivolous pursuits. Well,
He
good
even
evening,
failed to
everyone.
turn up for his own coronation
I'm Professor
event,
McCoy. Welcome back to
which
Kingdom
did
Come
little to endear
Deliverance.
him to the Pope.
I've got part of the end of the introduction here going. I'll just skip for the moment. Light my candle. Like I said, it's getting to be that time of the year where it is far, far too warm out for me to have the window open, and therefore far too warm out for me to have incense going. So a nice candle will have to do. Anyway, good evening. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. we have some main story kind of stuff to do tonight. I'm actually planning on advancing the story finally. It has been what, months? So we're actually going to be doing a bit of investigation on this counterfeit silver thing that seems to be the main story of what we are supposed to be doing right now. We just settled some of that with this absolutely ridiculous duel to solve the issue of the superior blacksmith in Sasau. And now now that we've gotten that a bit solved, we still need deer kidneys. Just sort of while we're out, keep an eye out for that. We have to find out where the counterfeiters got the quicksilver, and then check out the engraving workshop. That is in the monastery. Oh, no, not in the monastery. Okay. All right, well, let's have a look. Let's go over that way, shall we? Ever so slightly. There we go. I'm kind of centered. I'm not, though. What's that? A little better. That's fine. Anyway. So, our semester is coming quickly to a close. Tomorrow begins exam week. That meaning we have the last few student presentations to deal with. And then we're done for the semester. And I just have some grading to do in the coming week and a half. Quite a lot of it, but nothing I can't handle. The presentations I have been greatly enjoying, and they have been all in all they've been quite good. Some exceptions. There's been some weak ones, mostly due to the abnormality of a philosophy class by most students' expectations. A philosophy class is well outside of most students' expertise. And so because of that, they didn't quite know what, a lot of them at least, didn't quite know what to do, and had trouble sort of conceptualizing the general idea of what a philosophy class is meant to be about and meant to do, whether that's an ethics class or whatever else. Ethics class in particular, because we, meaning our society, generally speaking, doesn't tend to think ethically. We don't tend to think of ethics as something that is a subject of careful analytical study. If anything, we think of ethics as, say, I don't know, a matter of opinion, but by opinion, I mean mere taste in an entirely subjective, non-objective sort of way. So it's very difficult for a lot of students to wrap their heads around an objective approach to ethics, to the study of ethics. And so the kinds of presentations that I was having them do, which is basically case analyses, where they carefully analyze a case and then give an ethical judgment about that case, from the perspective of having carefully analyzed all of its details, it's actually quite difficult for a lot of students to do, so understandably. It was the kind of thing that most of them still, I think, did pretty well, all things considered. At least have so far. I still have a couple of classes worth to do. That being tomorrow and then next Tuesday. But there's still more to look forward to. Whoops! My mouse. Anyway, so that's what I'm wrapping up. And hmm. So far I've greatly enjoyed this semester. I've learned some things that I'd probably like to alter somewhat the next time I teach this course, which I believe is in the fall. I believe I'm scheduled to teach this class again in the fall. And so there are some things that I would like to change at least somewhat. Maybe not too significantly, but there are some changes I'd like to implement. Like ensuring that students sign up in advance for a time spot to present, because I'm running into some problems with that, with people panicking. And, oh no, I need to present, and there's literally one class left. Whatever shall I do? That kind of thing, you know. Anyway, um, which, to be fair, is entirely a lack of preparation on students' part. They knew this was coming the entire semester. The assignment, they've been able to present since midterms, so it's not like this is sprung on anyone. But this is an introductory level interdisciplinary course, and so it's non-major for everybody, and so this is on everyone's back burner. So, fine. I'm okay holding hands at least a little bit. Maybe I should have probably. I could have more than, let's say, I could have more than I did this semester. Okay. Let's talk to Master Jerome. I also might cut some readings and expand more into the case analysis stuff in the latter part of the semester. I've got a few readings. Sadly, that might mean I might actually have to cut Anselm's philosophical dialogues. As much as it pains me to, I might have to. I'd probably keep them as supplemental readings, things that that'll say this complements this thing that we're that kind of thing. But I might cut them from the core curriculum.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think.
I see.
So
Weird.
What's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
I see. Well, cheers, I suppose.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question,
Oh, no.
You'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you.
Okay.
Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most
I like this
recently
guy.
it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought
Man, this
they'd
is
be
florid
used to
language.
that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
God be with you.
With your spirit. Interesting. Yeah, so that's odd. Let's go ask around at the bathhouse, shall we? That seems like a better lead. Alright. We have to, we should probably do what we can to find out about this guy before we go and talk to him. In case he's involved and not just, deliberately involved and not just, involved in an ancillary sort of way. Alright. Anyway. Wait, where? Oh, the bathhouse is over there. I was thinking this was the bathhouse, but it's not. Across the river. Hey, Shadowmere. Alright, anyway. So, with the end of the semester approaching, I have the usual cheating to deal with, although, given a new semester and new technology, the precise type of cheating I've had to deal with has differed somewhat. Typically, I have to deal with plagiarism and word spinners and things like that, but now, of course, I've had to deal with AI generated. It's an AI generated homework. I hesitate to say papers. It's not really. They're just short case analyses. But certainly have been AI generated. Now, I hoped to head that off, and I mostly succeeded by having one case analysis separately. Be one where they had to actually use ChatGPT or something similar to have the AI give an ethical analysis of a case. Hi.
Jesus.
What? I'm just walking around. So basically having the AI give an ethical analysis of the case to see what it's capable of and then to try and sort of judge what it has to say. To see how it does. Does it do well? Does it do poorly? Does it miss anything? Does it, advocate genocide, destroy all humans, that sort of stuff? Oops, shouldn't be in there. That sort of thing. In any case, it's so basically part of this was to inform my students that no, I'm actually quite aware of what this technology is capable of, and you should notice that it is actually quite noticeable. Excuse me, it's actually quite noticeable when something has been produced by the AI. Of course, this didn't work perfectly. I have one case, and only one case, really, thankfully, of somebody who produced all 5 of their non-AI case analyses using the AI. And, of course, did not submit their AI case analysis because they would have to do their own work for that one. In any case, it's quite recognizable. It's rather embarrassing. And so naturally, I asked ChatGPT to compose an email for me informing the student that they had been caught cheating and using ChatGPT illicitly. And then, of course, I added my own addendum. I sent them a screenshot of what ChatGPT had to say and then included my own explanation as to what was going on and what they need to do to try and make up for it. I do offer a way of making up for it to some degree, of course, because it's new technology. I don't want to drop the hammer down too hard. But I do want to make sure that they are familiar with the material and they will still be getting a significant grade penalty.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams, so I run out and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
What? Into a boat?
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Turnips are gross, so I love that. I love that metaphor. Turnip heads. It's delightful, very colorful without being. No. It's insulting without being overly colorful. Let's put it that way. I like it.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He's at home,
He
right?
works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
Well, you did pull him out by the hair, so fair enough.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
I mean, I get it.
God be with you.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's yeah, the baker's basement, huh? Okay. At some point, we can stop by Pribyslavitz as well. Maybe build that rat house. Might be nice.
Asparagus, they'll cut you in half. And cucumbers, that'll cure what ails you.
It's the baker. Ah, yes, here. The pretzel. All right.
Jesus Christ, your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits. May they burn in hell. God be with
First
you.
of all, I just washed off. Second of all, where might I find the guy who sleeps in your basement? I have to go in from outside? Try washing off again. Okay, there we go. Hey.
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me. Take
No.
care.
The usual or something special? Oh, I had a look in the pantry and I need to stop. Aye, that's all I need. Here you are. Thanks for everything.
No. No. Okay. No. What in the world? Do I go in through over here, maybe? Oh, hey, look, a door. Alright, there we go. You seem rather not sick.
God save you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther.
Hey.
If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I can probably go and handle that.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
That doesn't begin to justify what you did.
I don't care. This isn't about me. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Yeah, sure.
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my savior.
I'll go there and kill everyone with my sword.
Goodbye.
Okay. Where's my horse? Oh, in the baker's yard. Yeah, there you are. All right. Let's see exactly where we're headed. Man, up there, huh? Okay. All right. Well, let's fast travel to Samapesh. Why not? Anyway, speaking of education and whatnot, I have we've been looking into getting Saoirse into kindergarten, or looking into homeschool stuff. So again, first of all, anybody with experience in that matter is welcome. I will welcome any thoughts or advice that you might have. We are leaning towards our parish school, which seems very good. Unfortunately, there's a wait list and all that, so we'll have to see. We'll see what goes on. See what happens. Wait, did I miss it? No, this is right. What was that? Is that a mistletoe? Yeah, it's a bunch of mistletoe. Cool. That's a nice touch. It's a very nice little environmental touch. Anyway. Wait. I should not be going south. Yes, I should go north. This way. Yeah, Karen. Since we've been looking into it, I recently discovered that I've discovered just how Florida's relatively new school choice bill works, or school choice law, I suppose. So there's a new program in the state of Florida, just recently passed this year, I believe, which basically does the sort of thing that we would more or less like it to do. That being, it basically tracks property tax money to the student rather than to the sort of local public school. God. All right, we got one. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. The deer is stuck, but dodging. There we go. Okay, great. No, stop. No, stop. I just need the kidneys for this. Although, I don't know, yeah, I'll take it. The other one go. Here you are. I'm gonna give back some of this meat. There we go. I'll keep some of it. Darn, missed one. Okay, let's try this one more time. Damn. Oh, come on. I can be better. I can be better. I'm failing at this horribly. Anyway, so how this program works is that if you choose to take your child to a private school, the state will basically allocate your property taxes, basically what you would be paying to public schools, up to $8,000 for private school tuition. This is great in the short term, at least, because it means that a lot more people are going to be able to afford a private education rather than having to rely on public education, which is a very, very good thing. However, I'm a little bit concerned about this in the medium to long term, and here's why. Because I have a small understanding, at least, of economics and incentive structures and that sort of thing. There we go. There's one down. Mutt, would you like to handle that last one? Did you get it? Did you get it? Where is it? Did it get away? It got away. Oh, Mutt. Alright. It's fine. Let's go. Move along. We'll have to wait and see if more come up. If more show up. Because that will be handy. Anyway. So in the short term, this is great because it means that we, among other people, of course, are more able to afford a private education, a far superior private education, one untainted by the the horrible intrusions of the state into our dear children's education. Whether that is pro-state propaganda, or whether that is the ever-increasing intrusion of wokeism. Regardless of the precise type of corruption, there is certainly a great deal of nasty, horrible corruption within the public education system, and I'm glad to be more capable of exiting from a financial standpoint. Not to say that we wouldn't have otherwise homeschooled, because that was definitely our other option. But I do think that, especially given Saoirse's... she's very energetic, let's say. Extremely energetic. And I think she will... We've really come to the conclusion, I think, that she will really benefit from being around other kids to a much greater degree, and the kind of quicker paced social interaction kind of thing that she will get at a school rather than a homeschool experience. Even though, of course, we'd also be supplementing with our own educational stuff as well.
I'm expecting fabric and thread.
Can I sell you this meat? No. Okay. Anyway. So this is potentially a very good thing. At least for us, and at least right now. Why I caveat this so much. Oh, come on. I went the opposite direction entirely. That all turned around. Anyway, why I caveat this so much is that in the medium to long term, there are obvious foreseeable problems with this program, which basically says that you can use up to $8,000, which is roughly, it's significantly less than what public schools spend per student in the state of Florida, but it is an amount, let's say, which defers most tuition at most private schools in Florida. Because most private schools spend far less per student than state schools do. That's just how this works, because of course they do, because they're absolutely, undoubtedly more efficient in basically every way. Anyway, so, all that aside.
Yeah.
What I anticipate this doing in the medium term is essentially just driving up private school tuition rates. I don't have, because I'm not an econometrist, and I don't actually think econometrics works as a discipline, I can't give anything like precise numbers, but just practicing it out, so to speak, I would expect... Who are these people?
Hey, who's that?
These bandits?
Food to eat? You do. Do you have a place to sleep? You do. So don't complain.
We eat nothing but scraps.
The answer to my prayer. Just when I wanted to vent my rage. All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm! Get
Okay, fine, whatever.
here! Raise the alarm! Watch out!
No. Had enough.
Porra, yeah!
God.
Ha! Tuan! Get over here! Ow! Come and get it. Where's it? Come here. Christ.
Bring it on, come on. Bring it.
Go ahead and gather your strength. You'll need it. Ow.
This guy's actually pretty good.
Bring it on.
Give me your coin, and you can go free.
What's to be done?
That's it? Get out of here. Go. God, alright. Chainmail? No. 12 Groschen. Anyway, that was a big fight. So, what I expect to happen, again, purely due to what we can broadly call a third-party payer problem, is, roughly speaking, an increase of private school tuition. My guess is,
What's that then?
hi.
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
Dead. Everyone is dead. I have killed them all.
Hello!
Ah, I missed him. Okay.
Over here! Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
Ow, hey.
Missed!
Okay, anyway. Are there more? Do I need that? No. No. That's nice. No. I don't need all these. Yeah. Alright, anyway. So. Nope. So my expectation is the increase in tuition from most private schools in Florida will approach the subsidy. It won't surpass it. The increase obviously won't surpass it, and it probably won't even meet the subsidy. If I had to guess that sometime in the next, I guess, 5 to 10 years, most Florida private schools will see a tuition increase somewhere in the realm of $4,000 to $8,000, given that there is now an $8,000 subsidy in place.
Mother.
Okay.
Christ.
Stop coming back here. Stop being predators in my old home. Anyway. Right. So anyway, as I was saying, I think that this will almost inevitably lead to a medium-term increase in private school tuition by a rate that is close to, but not completely, the subsidy. So it will be a net benefit, even a net benefit for parents, or students and parents, yada, 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 the whole shebang. But that net benefit will not be anywhere close to $8,000, or like paying for the total of private school tuition for most cases. Most cases, it will pay for some of it because tuition will increase. But that's medium term. That is in the next several years. That is not a short term. That is not a short term thing. That is not going to happen immediately, because if it were to be immediate, it would be obvious. And if it were this obvious, then one, not everyone would be perfectly aware of the subsidy, and it would price people out. But then second, most people won't put up with a price increase that much, even if there is a subsidy in place. It has to happen gradually, and it will happen gradually. It'll almost certainly happen, but it'll almost certainly happen fairly gradually, like over the course of a few years, if I had to guess. Maybe 5 to 10. Give or take. So that's one problem. The other problem, which is related to this, is what this influx of money, this significant influx of money coming from the state, will do to private schools. Private schools. Hi, Esther. Here you are.
Please, help me.
Have no fear. I'm here to help.
Thank you.
I wish we were already done with it.
And don't think about it.
Follow me.
I'd wager we'll be here for quite some time.
You're probably right. I'm gonna look in on her.
Wait, hold on.
You're in the wrong place.
Key to the shed, my arrow, some cash. All right, we're good. Really?
Come here, Lily Liver. Well then. Bollocks!
No, you don't. Stop trying to get away from me. So, as I said, this large influx of money, particularly this influx of state money, coming into to private schools. Did she just like run all the way home? Oh, she's running. Okay, I should get on my horse and chase after her. This large influx of state money into private schools is likely to do what it has done to universities, because we've seen universities have this very problem over the last, 50, 60 years, give or take, with loan money, basically, federal student loan money.
Hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool.
I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward, too. This whole time he knew where I was.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more scared than me.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way.
All right, it's gonna quick travel. It's nice, right? Yes, it is. Good. All right. So, as I said, I think that we can look to what happened to universities as a sort of model for what we should expect to happen to private schools, and that is, with this large influx of third-party money, particularly state money, that we will see administrative bloat, mostly concentrated in what Eric July calls fake jobs, that we can just call administrators of X, or directors of X, or deans or vice deans of X, whatever X happens to be.
That?
Usually, that would. What did I steal?
Lost something hereabouts.
Am I wanted? Why am I wanted? That's weird. Anyway, right, so yeah, anyway, so...
Hey, Henry's come to see us!
Yeah, hi. So, this could lead, I think, to a massive infiltration of wokeism into private schools. Even if it also decimates public schools. So there's good in the short term, bad in the long term. I think this might turn out poorly. Now, maybe not. Maybe they will find other places to spend their money, and maybe there will be a competitive enough environment that it'll actually matter. But we didn't see that happen in universities. Universities fell, and they fell to people who were professional grifters and professional activists who infiltrated the institutions, and look what happened. Universities are kind of screwed because of all this. Because of this very problem. Alright, so there's one thing. We can also look... now, I'll talk to this guy, and there's more I can maybe say.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Because I have an alternative.
I found that Esther of yours.
I know! Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with Rapita.
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapita. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
Jezek.
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Okay. I mean, I know why he didn't say anything, so I don't really need to ask. It's a very effective extortion racket.
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Good luck, and thanks for the help. God be with you.
Okay. Why am I wanted? Elijah.
Just a while ago, bloody hogs.
Anyone looking mildly out of place, perhaps with a nameplate that says Rapita? Or Rapota, whichever it might be.
God be with you, Henry.
Okay, so what am I doing now? I just need to wait until tomorrow? Find Rapota.
Pour me one.
Ian, Keep, do you know this guy?
What do you need?
Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Nothing I've heard about. Thank the good Lord. It's quiet here.
Amen.
See you later.
Yeah, I can sell this. Still need 2 more kidneys.
There, satisfied?
Sits on a bench. Where?
Hey, you! Halt! Surrender! You'll have to answer for your law-breaking.
Are you?
I don't even know what I did.
Now you're for it. Nobody gets away with shooting at people here. Understand? This definitely won't come cheap.
Shooting
You'll
at
learn
people?
crime doesn't pay.
Oh, come on, my friend. You know I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Cobbler, don't you?
Ah, I didn't know that. My apologies. Go ahead.
Go ahead shooting at people. I honestly don't remember shooting at anyone, but okay. Was it those bandits? Where is this Rapota? Somebody want to look this up for me? Erica, if you're listening right now, I think there's a chance of you looking this up. Need to find a Rapota. Maybe he's heard of him.
I'm glad to see you.
Never mind.
Goodbye.
Ah. Does it just find Rapota? Put a pile of groschen in the Pritislavitz encampment. Master Einhar Fey Farm. Master Engineer Fey Farm. Discovered to be fakes. Okay, I just need to find Rapota. But where? This is so bizarre. No. Anyway, while I'm derping around and hoping, I think a better solution would be a very minor alteration to the law, this program as it stands. So as it stands, the program basically says you can have up to, whoops, that's not allowed in there, I guess. You can have up to $8,000 for tuition at any private school in the state. Cool. Great. The problem, of course, with that being that there is now a very specific lump sum added. And so when you do that, you come up with what's called the third-party payer problem, which has a tendency to increase demand for a good, or not demand per se. Yeah, I guess it's technically demand, but demand in the context of willingness to pay a particular amount. It increases the customer willingness to pay a particular amount by approximately the amount of the subsidy. You get this in basically every field. This is very, very common. I mean, the clearest example of this is something like health insurance. This is why healthcare costs are so high. Anyway, so this is one of these, this is a very common, well-known, well-documented problem in economics. So, how you could solve this problem is by, rather than it being a lump sum amount of $8,000, that way you have this weird issue of, hey, what's up? No. That way you have this weird issue, you don't have this weird issue of, well, no matter what happens, we have this $8,000 to pay with, and so we've got this extra $8,000 laying around. Rather, what they could do is they can say, you have $8,000 available to you. That $8,000 can be used for tuition. If you go to a private school, you get $8,000 to use for tuition. And you either, I would say, something along the lines of, you get to keep what's left over. This does a couple of things. First of all, it eliminates the third-party payer problem mostly. Because now, private schools still have a significant incentive to keep costs and tuition down. Because now it's not just, oh, well, now there's just an increased willingness to pay. Now there is a more significant competition, not just between 8,000 plus, but between 0 and 8,000. Because if you can charge, say, $6,000, which is ballpark normal for a lot of private schools, a lot of them are far less than that. Even if it's only you can charge $2,000 or $3,000. That means that what that means is if you can reasonably educate a student for $2,000 or $3,000, hell, $5,000. What that means is parents now get to keep somewhere between $5,000 and $8,000, or between $3,000 and $5,000. Boom, huge incentive. 1, to go to private school. 2, to go to a private school that can keep costs low, because you'll get paid for it. Okay, maybe we don't want to just directly pay parents to go to private school to evade public school, even though I think that paying parents to get their students the hell out of public school, that's a worthy goal. Maybe that's actually even a good use of taxpayer dollars, especially given that those taxpayer dollars probably mostly came from those parents anyway, given that parents tend to be homeowners and schools in Florida are paid for by property taxes, so whatever. Even aside from all that, even if you don't want to do that sort of thing, you might not. And if you don't want to do that sort of thing, fine. If you don't want to just give out cash, you think that gives perverse incentives. I don't think so, but you can make that argument. Even if you think that gives perverse incentives and that you should not just be giving out cash, fine. Florida already has a program for this. That is Florida Prepaid College. So Florida has a prepaid college program where parents pay in a certain amount, locked in to pay for the tuition at a state university at its current price. So if I haven't done this because I don't necessarily plan for my kids to I don't necessarily plan for them to go to college at all, and I certainly don't necessarily plan for them to go to an in-state state college. Maybe not. That's far too up in the air for me to plan this far in advance. But for a lot of people, especially if you're planning for your kids going to your alma mater or whatever like that, this is a good deal. because tuition necessarily always increases, especially due to the third-party behavior problem. Aha! So what you do is, whatever that difference is, underneath that $8,000 subsidy, whatever you don't have to pay for tuition, that immediately goes into the Florida prepaid college program. Boom. The state was already willing to part with the money. It was already in your property taxes. You're not just incentivizing, you are incentivizing the use of private schools rather than public schools. Excellent. But also, now that money is going still to the use of the student's education. And now you have a program without the kinds of perverse incentives that you would expect from the current system, without the third-party payer problem, the current new program. But also now, you can basically incentivize. Incentivize parents significantly to send their students and their children to private schools, which is absolutely a good thing. We should be incentivizing that over public schools. And then beyond that, incentivizing private schools to keep costs down, which is a real serious and legitimate concern. How am I going to find this guy? Hey, I gotta look it up. Hold up. All that glisters find Rapota. Oops. Music's down. Hey, look. A video.
Some answers?
Alright, let's see. Where do we find Rapota? Okay. Wait, is he... Do I have to wait the next day? Oh, well, there he is. Okay, that'll work. I think that'll work. Alright, hopefully I can find him. He's by the monastery, I guess. Alright, Shadowmere, let's get going over to the monastery. Or at least the workshop by the monastery. Because that is, I think, where Rapota is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Let's find out. If he's not there now, he probably will be tomorrow in game. Game tomorrow. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
I want to go this way. A guy loitering, basically, over in this area. Is that him? That's him. There he is.
Are you Rapiter by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bathmaid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course, of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
What? No, you don't.
I give up.
So,
Nice one, Mutt.
Are you ready to talk?
I will. I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
You got pretty far there.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't
Really?
narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Oh. I just went there. Oops. Wait. I haven't found out where they got the Quicksilver? Okay, whatever, I don't care.
Who is your lord?
Sir Yezhek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Yezhek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir
Interesting.
Yezhek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Interesting.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Yezhek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to
Awesome.
serve anyone, better Sir Yezhek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Yezhek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Yezhek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
Okay, that's... I don't have much else to ask, I suppose.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
Nah, run away.
Ah, you're not worth tainting my sword with your blood. Now get lost before I change my mind.
Run away. I want you to run. You're not running. What, are you not afraid enough? Alright. I'm going to go spend the night in the monastery because it is nearly dark. And that is a nice, pleasant place to hang my head. And then set out first thing in the morning. Have a snack first. Dinner first, I suppose. Here we go. Okay. All right, onward we go. So anyway, that is my that there was my harebrained scheme of how to improve the Florida School Choice program. Yes, it does involve giving away free money, which I'm usually not a big fan of in terms of the state. But it's also just largely returning taxpayer dollars to the taxpayer under particular conditions. So fine, whatever. It also would serve to rather speedily dismantle some rather nasty elements of the state apparatus, that being the public education system. Oh man, the the kidneys went bad. Damn. Darn. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to hunt them near up that way, aren't I? Sorry.
Yeah.
Either that, or I'm gonna have to use a whole bunch of reservers.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that is that's one of my a harebrained scheme of mine in particular that I think would actually serve precisely the same function, but do it without the problems that the current system introduces. So there we go.
What do you want? Get out of here before something happens to you. What do you want?
Well,
Get
I
out of
never-
here before something happens to you.
Bugger this. You know how this would end.
You're dead.
Is that all you...
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Fucker!
There we go. Hello, guardsman. Yeah. Decent, I suppose, but nah. I'll take that. Take that too. Human spurs. Huh. All right, well. Humans. I have hunting arrows. I have too many hunting arrows. If I fixed it up, it'd be nice, but probably not worth it. I'll take it. We'll go and sharpen it. That was an interesting little three-way fight there, huh? Anyway, moving along. Come on back, Shadowmere. Let's go onwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, the speaking of Florida politics, which is just as interesting as everything else in Florida, because we live in a very strange and wonderful place. The fight between Governor DeSantis and the Disney Corporation continues apace, because of course it does. Disney just can't stop. Can't just leave well enough alone. They have to get overly involved in everything political in the state. They're currently, the Disney Corporation is attempting to sue the governor, and I think the government, like the Florida government, in federal court. Now, the grounds for this lawsuit are fascinating. Because it has to do with the termination of the Reedy Creek Improvement District. That being Disney's very special, basically self-governance and tax exemption status. All of which was basically a special arrangement that Walt Disney himself arranged with the state of Florida in the 1960s, I think it was. A long time ago, quite a long time ago. And Florida, basically the idea was that the state of Florida was taking away this special status, was removing this special tax and self-governance status, which, okay, I get. I don't see an issue with this, really. I mean, kind of. I've always liked I've always liked everything about this Reedy Creek Improvement District, because it is basically a little micro area of self-government, or at least privatized corporate government, which is far better than state government. So I've always liked the idea of the Reedy Creek Improvement District, and I've always thought that it was actually a wonderful sort of microcosm of liberty. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Well, not there. That said, Disney getting heavily involved in politics and getting involved with, quite frankly, evil politics. Ooh, there's a bunch of people. That is a bit of an issue.
Here, where I'm showing.
And it's understandable why the governor would say, no, if you're getting involved in Florida politics, then you're not getting the special self-governance thing. However, I think that...
What do you want here? I don't know you. I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Radzig Kobyla. The king's...
You mean Kobyla?
I see.
I'm here to place you under arrest.
I gathered as much. And you came alone. Ha! Very daring of you, I must say.
Yeah.
I'll manage. Sometimes even a king can be deposed without an army.
So I'm a king now, and you want to dethrone me? By the way, who betrayed me?
That hardly matters, does it?
Do you think I won't get a chance to settle up with them? But I hope you don't imagine I'm just going to follow meekly after you like a lamb to the slaughter.
And where would you want to go?
Anywhere. Anywhere else is preferable to Kobyla's dungeon.
Really? You can't go to Moravia. The Margrave himself is after you there. And in Bohemia, the kings may change, but the coin remains, my friend.
What do you mean?
Whoever gets to be king, they can't afford to have someone forging money.
Do you think I'm doing this on my own?
No, but when the kingdom's back in order, and it'll be time to shut this little operation down, they'll be only too happy to let you take the blame. Counterfeiting money gets no clemency.
It doesn't matter. Kobila will string me up from the highest tree in any case.
Maybe, but you're very shrewd and very persuasive. And you might know a few things that are worth more than your life. It's up to you. Either you give yourself up and try to make a deal with Sir Radzig, or you'll be on the run for the rest of your life.
A deal with Sir Radzig. It's true they say he's a canny man.
If you cooperate, you stand a chance.
Oh, very well then. May as well climb straight into the maw of the beast.
So let's go. Master Fafar will be itching to ask you a few questions.
I got out of that without a fight. Incredible.
Good work, Henry.
Incredible.
Thank you, Master Fafar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to go sharpen the swords, sharpen a couple of these swords, sell some things off. Then I think I'm actually going to head back to Pribislivitz first. See how things are progressing in my little town. Anyway, so the issue of Disney, I think that Eric July, I think, put it the best. He had, I think, the best view on the matter. The problem was not that Disney had this special self-governance tax status. The problem was that no one else did. They got what you can, I think, reasonably call an unfair corporate advantage because they were the only ones with this particular advantage. However, everyone ought to have an advantage like this. And the fact that everyone doesn't have this sort of advantage is more the problem than the fact that Disney does have it. What's with the pixelation here? This is very strange. How is that? 99. Good enough. I'll sharpen this one too while I'm at it. The lighting in here is just awful. I don't mean the lighting of the game. I mean like the sunlight in here. It's just quite atrocious. Okay, cool. I'm gonna sell both of those off. Let me do a quick resharpening of my magic sword. Won't really do too much of a difference, but it'll get the blood off of it. And I'll activate my perk. It probably actually damaged it, didn't it? No, it didn't. I fixed it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright. Pink.
God bless. Can I help you? Goodbye.
Okay. Can we do repairs?
Good luck then.
Why am I not wearing my chausses? Oh. Because those are... Oops. Those are ones that I just sort of picked up. That's why. Well, okay. Oopsie. That's fine. Alright, moving on. Where's the other smith? I can sell the armor to the other smith. Where is he? It's right there. This building. Cool. Anyway. So because that is the unfairness of the relationship, I think that a better response from DeSantis that would piss off Florida, or piss off Disney, I guess I should say, just as much, but without the kinds of pro-state or statist ethical problems, would be basically to extend the Reedy Creek deal, extend that either universally to any business in the state of Florida or something like that. Every property owning business in the state of Florida or something along those lines can have an equivalent deal within their land or something like that, within their own property. That'd be fascinating, and Disney would be pissed because they no longer have their special arrangement, and they can't just automatically outcompete every other business in the state of Florida, because you know that the other amusement parks around Orlando would snap up that deal like crazy. Universal would have the exact same arrangement that Disney has had for years, and there's nothing Disney could do about it. They wouldn't even be able to, because they're currently suing for political retaliation, because the idea is that let's go. That there was what they said, what their sort of political opposition.
Kunda.
That their political opposition was protected speech. Jeez.
Hell.
I'll fucking kill you.
Jeez, that wasn't good.
Bring it on.
Oh man, this isn't great.
You're dead. I'm over here.
What is this?
I'm going to enjoy this. Fuck! Bring it on. Damn! Dear God.
Okay. There's some of the bandits. I'm sure there's more down the path. Anyway, so another interesting little point about this whole legal battle is that if suppose that Disney is able to win. Suppose Disney is able to win this lawsuit. Okay, that would have an interesting implication because the damage claimed is essentially being taxed. Right, that is effectively what they're claiming is what is causing them their direct damage. The damages to the Disney Corporation are as a result of ordinary taxation and regulation. By ordinary, I mean the same kind that is applied to everyone else. So, on the off chance that this lawsuit is somehow successful, what this will mean is it sets a very interesting and I think incredibly beneficial precedent that someone can sue a state for regulating them. That's incredible. This is, I think, a huge misstep, political misstep, on the part of Disney, because they are absolutely in favor of heavy taxation and regulation. Part of that is due to incentive issues, due to incentives. Right? Because any sufficiently large corporation has an incentive to capture regulatory agencies rather than to oppose regulation. Because if you're going to oppose regulation, then that means you're opposing it for everybody. But if you are going to support regulation, if you're going to allow yourself to be regulated, you have some degree of control, or can at least exert some degree of control over the regulation on other parties. And what that'll ultimately mean is that you, in particular, you and your lobbyists, broadly speaking, are now in control of the regulations that you can afford, but other, especially smaller corporations, cannot afford. This gives you a distinct market advantage. Okay, best I can do. Not gonna loot a guard. Will it loot a bandit? Yeah. Nah. I might as well. I can always repair it a bit. Repair it, then sell it. Nice. Yeah. Not great. Not great. None of this is quite worth it. Those are. Simple blade holders. Wow, that's actually pretty pricey. Okay. That's a guard. I have another bandit. All right, moving on. I think, like I said, I think that it is... It would be a much better political move. Especially from my own... Horse can't carry anymore? Oh my god. Well, this is why. I don't need 2 of those. I need that, because that's mine. I actually wear it. I don't need moonshine at all. Alright. How about now? Okay, fine. Fine. Wait, is my horse... Yeah, no, equipped with that too. Jeez, man. Right. Let's go back. Continue on to Privoslavets. It's getting... it's gonna get dark. Okay. Anyway, though. Now, maybe this would be unacceptable because it would cut Florida's state power so significantly, both for taxation, both for purposes of taxation, as well as for purposes of regulation. However, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that, I mean, obviously, I don't think that's a bad thing. Oh, a snare, huh?
What the fuck are you looking for here? I won't put up with the likes of you. No! Ah!
Jeez, what happened there?
Fucking hell! Ow! What's the matter?
Bring it on.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dear God.
Okay. Nothing worth taking. Oh. I got kind of beat up by those guys. Fine wine. Wow. For a bunch of losers, they actually hurt me pretty bad. Let's move on. Ah. So. Anyway. More? No. I'm avoiding that. I have to say, despite Privoslavets being resettled, it's still, like, the woods in the area are still incredibly dangerous. Wildly dangerous. Anyway, I'm gonna go head up to the rat house. Sleep for the night. Then go sell off some things. And maybe build more of the rat house. Okay. So, anyway. because of anyway. So as I was saying, I think that because of that particular issue. Oops. I don't actually think that this lawsuit will go anywhere. Mostly because if it does, there will be a very significant problem for 12,000. Nice. There will be a very significant problem for basically for the ability of any given state under that same federal jurisdiction to operate or to tax or to do any of the normal, largely oppressive and unjust state things. So yeah, I don't think the lawsuit will go anywhere, because basically what Florida is doing is just saying, no, normal rules apply to you. Even though, again, those normal rules are not good, those are bad normal rules, they are still the normal rules that apply to everybody else. So if it's political retaliation, it's taking away a gift. Well, that's not quite right. From the legal perspective of the U.S. government and the U.S. Constitution and the state of Florida, it is taking away a gift. Realistically, yes, it is imposing upon the company and the owners thereof and the participants thereof the natural rights of those people. Because they do have a natural right to self-governance and self-ownership and all that. But the state doesn't recognize that, and so, yeah, what are you going to do? Because of course the state doesn't recognize that sort of thing, because if they did recognize that sort of thing, they wouldn't actually be able to do anything that the state does. I'm gonna head down to the blacksmith. It's over here, right? Blacksmith? Armor smith, whatever. Yeah, it's right past the tavern. They have a sharpening wheel, I hope. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Oh, right, it's all my horse. Naturally. Wait, I needed to put that one back. Oh, that's mine. Wait, no, not the gloves. Darn it. Alright, anything else I need to withdraw? The chalices and whatnot. Okay. There we go. Wow, that's beaten to hell. Okay. Alright. Fixed it up. Huntsman sword. Okay. Anyway. So that's one of the big stories in corporate tomfoolery is the silly lawsuit between Florida and the Disney Corporation. And like I said, usually I would be on the side of the corporation against the state, but in this case, I'm very torn. Because first of all, the state is doing the nasty things that it's doing for generally good reasons, and the Disney Corporation has been acting a bit evilly lately. There we go. Okay, cool. Because the Disney Corporation has been acting a bit evilly lately, a good whack into line might be due. Of course, there would be obviously better ways of handling this, like I said, like Eric July pointed out, offer the same arrangement to everybody else instead of taking it away from Disney. But that's not likely to happen. It would also be a very deft political move because Disney would be forced to complain about it. Because it would screw them over horribly. It's just, they couldn't, oh, sorry.
What in
Sorry, it's my town, I can do what I want. They couldn't reasonably, if they complained about it, which would be really realistically their only option, it'd be another public relations nightmare. So. That would have been definitely the smart move by DeSantis. Oh well, what are you going to do?
What do you need?
Mr. Blacksmith. Mr. Smith. I assume that is your name? Oh, wait. I need to do some repairs first.
Good luck then.
Equipped. Okay, there we go. Now I can sell all the junk.
Good luck then.
Wait. There we go. Anything I need to buy or could buy. I don't think there is anything that's better than what I have here. Oh, this one. Ooh. Oh, it's because I desperately need mine repaired. That's why. 4711. No, I don't actually think that's better. Because mine is horribly destroyed. Utterly destroyed. I mean, I can always buy it and then sell it back. $7-11, no. Oh. Edward gauntlets are better than the ones I have, but I like my cool red ones. Aesthetically. Aesthetics, man. It's about the aesthetics. The dye jacket. It's cool looking, but no, it does not actually look good. Actually benefit me at all. Ooh. Oh, wait a minute. No, these are just... Oh, cool. This is like what I'm wearing, basically. Just... Dyed Saxon Gambison. The red one. I'm gonna go with the red one. Okay, anything else I need to or should buy? Legion Gambus, no. There, I got all of your money. Every red penny. Okay, now, let's see. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's 4, 7, 12. Oh, that's actually not as good. This one's 4, 7, 11. Oh, man, no, this one's actually better. Darn. My old one is actually better. The arming doublet. 4, 7, 12. Better charisma too. Jeez. Okay, well, fine. Whatever. I need to fix it, which means I need a tailor, but it's fine. Alright. What can I put back onto the horse? Equip one of those. That'll do. Okay. Now, is there anywhere I can sell off some things? Anywhere else? There's a general store. Maybe I can sell some things at my general trader. Let's give it a try, at least.
I hope I can be a help to you, Knight.
Yes.
Take care.
Anything else? Forgot, I need to take all this back out into my inventory. Okay, anyway.
See you later.
Anything I can buy would be actually worth buying. No? I've already read it. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take every penny that you have, once again. Alright, onward. I doubt that I can sell anything to the stables, so let's move along.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can't improve the rat house. Or actually build the rat house, not just improve it. Build it. Alright. If a tailor's kit will actually do anything for me. Or if there's anything I can actually repair here. Okay. Both of those are beyond repair for me, at least. Let's see, what can we do? We're making 1,300 a day. Population of 59. Temporary rat house. All right, we can build the rat house. We have all the money. We have what we need. Yeah. It loses me 205 per day. Or it loses me 205 profit. That's a lot. 355. Man. Yeah, that loses me a ton. Can't build a bakery. Built the butcher. Wait. Built the smokehouse. Can't build. Built. These will increase our profits substantially. That'll actually make the difference back for the rat house. For the tavern, this will actually make up its. That'll pay for itself. Not after not too long. All right, let's just build the rat house for now. Yeah.
Marius, there's work to be done.
Yeah, let's do it. Marius. Marius.
I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff. What's it to be?
I'd like to build the rat house.
Good. We've got everything. Come along with me to the site where we'll be building.
We're literally standing here. Literally standing right
Come along
here.
with me then, and we'll start building.
It goes literally right here. Okay, why did you have to run over here? Marius, what's wrong with you?
We're gonna build here?
Right here. Ready to start?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. It's a big expense,
I'll
but
just
all right.
quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've still got the means. We'll get stuck in then.
Okay. Ah, excellent. All right. Now that is a player home. We only have 8,000 groschen, or 8.8 thousand groschen. Okay. Am I hungry yet? No, I'm not hungry at all yet. Ah, Marius' little office. A chest. Alright, simple, straightforward, nice. Servant house, maybe? I don't know. A little cot. Excellent. All right. Very good. All right. So there we go. There's the rat house. Let me see if there is anything further that I can build with the money we have currently. Where's the ledger? Is it in here? Oh, it's right here. Okay, cool. Profit's down to 1,200. Okay. All right. Fairly clean stream. Oh, man. Okay, we got an herbalist. Potion ban. Herb garden, alchemist match. Okay. We don't have the 9,000 corruption, but we will tomorrow. We want to build this. The church, we've already all completely rebuilt. Yeah, let's just wait until we can do the extended rat house. I'll wait another day or so. Go do some other things, like some hunting. Need to hunt. Let's see. Row hunting spot. Let's just go. Up card. Let's go. All right, so anyway, another silly thing that since I'm doing a gaming stream and I'm intensely reminded of our ordeals playing Red Dead Redemption 2, because in the news recently was another corporation that I never thought I would have heard from in the present day, ever. That being the Pinkerton Detective Agency.
If I want to leave the province, I'll have to get permission from Sir Radzig.
I'm not leaving the province. Am I? Oh, whoops. No, I took a wrong turn. That's what I did. Anyway, yeah, it's the Pinkerton Detective Agency has been in the news recently for some reason because Hasbro, the toy company, particularly via Wizards of the Coast, which, as we all know, I think, has been doing some really stupid stuff recently. Hasbro hired Pinkertons, literal Pinkertons, to go after and basically go to the house of and threaten to rough up a Magic the Gathering YouTuber because he somehow got his hands on a new Magic the Gathering expansion set. So basically new cards before the official release date. He bought them, as I understand, from some kind of a supplier. That may or may not have been entirely official, but he had no reason to think that they were stolen or anything, so he just thought, hey, cool, early access materials, I'm going to do a review of this. And so he did a video, he reviewed it, he posted it online, and then a couple of days later, Pinkertons show up at his door. Literal Pinkertons. A detective agency that I didn't think existed for the last 100-odd years. You cannot make this up, because I would think that with Hasbro's current terrible reputation, why would they do this? Why would they make such a ridiculous blunder? There's no way that this is anything like good publicity. This is terrible publicity. They're going after a very popular YouTuber, one who has basically shilled for them professionally for some time, who got access to cards before they were released. This was not actually, as far as I understand it, this wasn't his intention, right? He never had the deliberate intention to illicitly obtain these cards. He just got the new set, what he thought was early, but licitly. So he did a review and stuff, and he got screwed for it. So he had these Pinkertons show up and basically just confiscate his magic cards that he had just done a review of. Like, why? Hasbro, you have a terrible reputation currently. This kind of crap is only going to make it much worse. Like, I don't understand the thinking that goes into this. Like, oh yeah, this YouTuber who we have a very good working relationship with, got access to magic cards before they were supposed to be released. What should we do about this? I know. Let's call the Pinkertons.
This is no place for the likes of you.
Excuse me? Hey.
Get out of here.
You're poaching in my woods.
Be off, I say.
No.
What the?
Be gone from here.
I'm not leaving. You gonna draw on me?
Get out, you bastard, or I shan't hold back.
Please don't. Bring it on.
I warned you, you cur.
You strike first. Go ahead.
I'll slay you, you scum.
Come on. Bring it. Okay, you're screwed. You made a terrible mistake there, Poacher. These are my woods. Alright, I need to get back down to Talmberg, which means... Alright, there's another row hunting spot there. That's fine. Maybe I'll do that. I'll go to that one. Anyway, I absolutely could not believe that. Like, I saw memes going around, like, I see, Hasbro, things about, like, Hasbro and D&D and Magic the Gathering and the Pinkertons. I was like, that's a weird meme combination. This is a strange new meme trend. I wonder who thought up this who thought up this weird connection. And then I hear about the actual news that Hasbro sent literal Pinkertons in current year after a Magic the Gathering YouTuber. I was like, what year is it? Cobwebs? I don't need cobwebs. I mean, sure, it's an interesting sight, but... Okay. Whatever. I don't understand why this happened. It was dumb. Unfathomably dumb. We're the row. There's some deer. There they are. See a couple of deer. Those aren't deer. Yeah, they are. There they are. There they are.
Sick.
Did I get one? Did not get one? No, you didn't. Oh yeah, you got one. Good. Okay, I got one kidney out of 8. Ah, oh, Jesus. That's a rabbit. There's deer. Okay, I see it. I see it. There it is. Oh, damn it. thought I hit it. Did I not hit it? Come on. If that didn't hit, I don't know what will. You missed it. Okay, it got away. Oh, it's right there. You couldn't have chased it an extra 10 feet? There we go. Okay, good, good. Need 5 more. It would help if I can find a hunting spot that's more in the open. Like... that might be... or this is best. That's really good. Okay, yeah, I'll go to that one. I'll go to that one. It being in the open is so much better than in these cluttered woods. I know there was a deer. I just saw it get away, but it got away. One got away. That's fine. Excuse me. All this thick underbrush makes it very hard to hunt these things. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, that is one of the dumbest things that I've maybe ever heard of. That Hasbro hired Pinkertons. Hasbro, the toy company, hired Pinkertons. I just can't get over that. I cannot get over the fact that the toy company, Hasbro, hired Pinkertons. Come on, guys. Stay back. Come on. Actually gonna steady my shot this time. Damn. I'm such a bad shot. This is almost comical. There we go. Okay, good, good, good. 1. Ah! Still need 2 more. At least I have hundreds, literal hundreds of arrows on my horse. Not on my person, but that doesn't really matter. That's fine. Where are more of these deer? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There's 2 of them right there. Perfect. Yeah. Damn. You get one, I'll get the other. Get one down. Like I grazed its back or something. Come on. There we go. Ah. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. I've used something like 50 arrows. There we go. Okay, got him. I'm gonna pick up these ones too. This one too, just in case. Oops, wrong thing. Pick that one up too, just in case one of them or something goes bad. Before I can finally get to Talmberg. So I need to go to Talmberg now. Let's go to Talmberg. Oh, okay. That was atrocious. I'm a bad hunter. It's okay. It's only one of my noble duties. All right. Anyway, there has been all of this. There is just to say that there's been a ton going on in the news lately, and so I've been following a lot of interesting things happening, between weird Florida stuff in particular to my God, why is Hasbro hiring frickin' Pinkerton? And then of course, you know, the my own issues and weird quibbles and whatnot about ChatGPT at the end of the semester and everything to do with it. Huzzah!
Here's your reward.
Thank you.
I have another job for you. Sir Divish wants venison goulash. Can you take care of that?
Certainly.
Please tell me it's not roe deer. Oh, boar. What? Boar is not venison. Are you dumb? Dear Mutt.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love it.
I am disgusting. Here you go. You have the last kidneys. All yours. All yours, bub.
Damn.
Good pupperino. Okay. Wash up. Get on the horse. We need to go to a tailor. Which can, of course, mean Ratai, because there's a tailor in Ratai. Could go to the mill. What time is it? Yeah, we should probably go to the mill. Hey, maybe Teresa can fix my clothes. That'd be nice. Let's go to the mill. Where'd we go? Let's see. No, I will also say I do actually have some other work I do need to get done, so I might not go the full 40 remaining minutes. I may cut out just a bit early so I can actually get some stuff done before class, well, before exams, I guess. Tomorrow, it's not technically exams, it's presentations, but for all intents and purposes, it's exams. And Teresa.
Thank you for the dress, Henry. It's really lovely.
I've got something that needs stitching up. Could you do it for me?
All right. I can't have you walking around in torn rags, can I? Show it here.
Thank you. Oh my god, she actually did. She fixed it completely. Amazing. I still need to sell some of that stuff, don't I?
Hail the conquering hero.
Huzzah.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
It's kind of raining,
It's a bit
but
late now. We'd be coming home
also
in the
that.
dark. Another time, all right?
Okay. Oh, that's all. Go back to the armor. Okay. Then we will go to bed. Yeah, we should have some soup. Love soup. Soup's good. Good soup. Till morning. And we will meet Master Faefon. And then see what's to do next. All right, good morning. Go. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I just have a thought as well on the talking about the subject of upcoming games for streaming. Next ones I'm thinking on the schedule and this is up for debate or up for discussion. I'm willing to alter this if anyone would strongly prefer something else, of course. But my thoughts on the next games. Wait, am I supposed to go to the proper castle? No, the lower castle. Okay. My thoughts on the next games that we should be playing and discussing on here are Hogwarts Legacy, which, like I said, I've been playing off stream as a separate character from the one I would be playing with you guys on stream, and I've been enjoying it a lot. It's a very fun one. It's a fun game. It's got a pretty basic kind of a story. There's not too much to it, really. And I got some quibbles I can make about the game design, yada yada yada, that whole thing. But it's been a lot of fun, and it should be a lot of fun to go through and play and talk about with you guys as well. Environmental design is just wonderful. But yeah, that one, and then the other game I'm thinking about is Jedi Fallen Order. What with the new sequel, which is about to come out just in a little bit. Of course, being behind the times, we're going to be playing the previous one, in part because I don't think... Sir Razzig? Sir Razzig? Can I... That was me. Can I come talk to you? Darn. I'm going to have to wait, I guess. What the heck is this tower? Anyway, be that as it may... yeah, be that as it may. Alright. Fallen Order was pretty good. I had some serious criticisms, particularly concerning the thematics of the main story and the ending of the main story. I've talked about this before, I believe, on one of my live streams. I think it was when I was playing KOTOR. But again, it's something that I can, it's something that I wind up talking about as well, I'm sure, while we're playing it as well. So,
there's the man.
Also,
good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I will say as well,
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Interesting. That's weird.
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Burner to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
This tower? Okay. Where's Bernard? Where's Bernard? Yeah, okay. Cross town, of course. Anyway. Yeah, so, excuse me. Another reason I bring up these two games is because I have found, having played Fallen Order twice? Did I play it all the way through twice? I might have played it all the way through twice. I don't actually remember for sure. I know I played it all the way through once, and I think I played it a second time, but I don't quite recall. I don't think I played it all the way through a second time. But I've been playing the whole thing, and now playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
There are a lot of gameplay similarities, because they're both like Souls-lights. There are a lot of even like level design and world design similarities, because they have a lot of rather similar puzzles. And they even have a lot of story similarities. They have a lot in common in terms of their major story points. Both like closely involve something weird and ancient that you are special and need to uncover. Cool. Mika. Captain?
Good day.
I need the key to Yezhek's cell.
So Sir Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
Don't take it that way. He probably wants to talk to me because he reckons he can hoodwink me. But that's where he's wrong.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Of course, sir. I would never mess up such a thing. I hope. Can I have
I'd
some
like
training
to
in
learn to
axe?
fight better with an axe.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my skill.
First, you have...
Okay, well, never mind.
Well, I'll think it over.
Goodbye.
Bye. All right. So, let's be off.
Yeah.
Is he in the rat house? Is that what they meant by the tower? I have to assume so, right? Yeah, right? I don't know, let's see. Yeah, he's got to be under here, right? No. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
How are you, Henry?
Fine. How
Well,
are you?
finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
Radzig will keep me alive only as long as it takes to get everything I know out of me. You, on the other hand, gave me certain assurances.
Okay.
So I want to be sure that the secrets my life depends on end up in good hands.
So come on, out with it. Tell me everything you know and then we'll see.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
Crimps. What does that mean?
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Was it the mustache?
Get to the point. Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps. You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
I doubt
You
it.
say so.
It kind of cleared out, so... What about Eric?
This Eric? You reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is.
This is
only
that monastery
he's no
segment
small
coming up, I
fry.
see.
After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, nothing else, I guess.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
Really?
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
Yeah. You know what? He sounds fairly sincere, I think. He certainly doesn't want to die. I don't know how loyal he would be to Sir Radzig, but it's worth a shot, I'd say. Okay, let's go chat with Sir Radzig. I don't want to start anything huge just yet. So, I don't want to start the monastery segment tonight. Maybe we'll do that next week. Which I assume that's actually what's coming up. We'll have to wait and see. So I assume that's probably going to take a full stream at least. So, maybe next week. Sure.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things.
Yeah.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
Mm-hmm.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir.
Well, Pribyslavitz is now
Sir Jezek
re-civilized.
convinced
You're welcome.
This Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. So Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start, sir.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot.
I'll dirty up my armor
But I
a
know
bit.
of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
Oh, gosh.
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Jezek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name? That could turn out very badly for both of us. But, if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better run along.
As you command, sir.
Okay. Well, that hurt my reputation a little bit. Let me see. My reputation at Ushitz is still just terrible. I don't know why. Citizens, okay. Countryside, kind of bad. Neuhoff. That says good. Talmberg. The quarrymen don't love me so much. Budovna. What about Sir Hanish? Or not Sir Hanish, Sir Radzik. Kuno's band is dead. Why do I still have reputation? There's no one in Rovna. There's no one in Vranik. Is it refugees? Does he count as refugees? I don't get it. Alright, whatever. Alright, let me see. I currently have no side quests. I have to bring boar meat. Meh. I'm not gonna steal from Lady Stephanie. Beat people up in Ushitz. Still need 2 pieces of the Queen of Sheba's sword. That's dumb. Okay. Find out where the crimps meet in Sasau. Bailiff. Innkeeper. Innkeeper. That's it. Okay. Oh, let me get on my horse first. And then, yeah, let's go quick travel to Sasau, and then I guess let's probably call it a night after that. Like I said, I might cut out just a little bit early, just so I can get some things done tonight before tomorrow. I have things to respond to, things to get all settled, and obviously quite a bit more grading to do. I am kind of caught up, but I'm behind on a few things, and so I would like to get some things done this evening. I was up quite late last night getting a lot of it done, but there's always more. So, not always. I'll be done next week, which will be very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Oh my gosh. Will this have been a completely uneventful journey all the way to Sasau? Wow. Oh my gosh, it was. A completely uneventful journey to Sasau. That's incredible. Can't believe it.
From the woods, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We have it all. Come and see.
Yummo. All right. So yeah, I think I will, in that case, yeah, I think I will call it a night. That is, like I said, that's, I would like to get some stuff done tonight, and we do too much more tonight. We are going to get into the next major plot segment, so I don't want to get too deep into things. So this is I think, a pretty good place for us to end for this evening. We will pick this up next week. First, we are going to be continuing Mass Effect Andromeda, still exploring on Eladon, the big old hot desert planet, the proper desert planet, not Eos, and Mass Effect Andromeda on Monday, and then we'll be coming right back here next Wednesday for more Kingdom Come Deliverance. Keep an eye out for videos coming up. I have a lot planned, but not a lot of time to do them, so we'll see what I manage to get done, grading, of course, and actual, job stuff, things I get paid for. Will, of course, come first. So I do need to finish up everything for the semester, so I don't quite expect to have anything out for Monday, but we'll see. We'll see if I get everything done before I expect to, and I might have time for a video or two this weekend. We'll have to wait and see. Otherwise, though, after grades are in, I do have a lot of things planned, a lot of things that I'd like to do. I have some reaction videos, some original analysis content, some pop media, some media and cultural analysis kind of stuff. And I'm always open to suggestions for philosophical issues that you'd like me to tackle and come up with a video explaining and exploring. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I had a wonderful time. I hope you did as well. I will see you next time on Monday for Mass Effect Andromeda, and again next Wednesday for Kingdom Come Deliverance. If you like what I'm doing and want to help me continue, I always welcome any donations that you can send right down there to ko-fi.com/Professor McCoy. Any little bit helps immensely, and I thank you so much in advance already. Anyway, as I said, that's about all the time we've got, so thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time, and remember, fatty pork, chicken, and beef. Anyway, don't be safe. Remember, be well. And more importantly, be good. Night, everyone.